dying to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Jon Jones.
Man.
What's your reaction?
You know what? My reaction is I do wanna give the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And obviously we all got stuff that we got to deal with. Nobody should be ready to just throw stones at somebody else. I do want to see what happens when they test his other sample. I do want to see what happens when they test the supplements, and I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. And even if he does come up and they say he took something banned, a 3, 4, 5, 2, whatever damn punishment he's going to get, that's punishment enough. I'm still not going to have much to say about it. I do believe that obviously he is the only fighter on the entire roster that could technically sit for 4 years and come back and be competitive.
But it doesn't change the way you view him if it comes out that he cheated?
Because I never viewed him up here.
You didn't? You didn't think he was
Counter up here.
You don't think
I don't
he was
Rounder up here.
What about greatest of all time? You didn't subscribe to that?
That's not going to stop. Like what he does.
It doesn't taint what he did before. All this stuff. Like here's the thing. And I'm just wondering.
Like baseball? Like if a guy.
Look, if it came out that you.
People would be like, oh, you've been on that shit.
No, but to me it would be shocking because like you, DJ, Cormier, Weidman. Like there's some guys where I'm like, these guys do it right. So that's shocking. But we've been through this before now, right? There's been incidents in and out of the cage. So basically, how many benefits of the doubt do you get?
Now in baseball,
should one have anything to do with the other, or should they all just be viewed as separate incidents?
I think with humans, you got to always, no matter what their past is, you got to be ready to at least issue the benefit of the doubt. Because if you don't, just think about yourself. Somebody might not want to issue the benefit of the doubt to you.
Yeah.
I think that if you hitting a baseball and you taking steroids and it's making you crack that damn ball a lot further or punch a lot harder, I think Jon Jones is great because of how unique he is, how he's such a long build and he knows how to use it. That's not something, that's skills. That's not something that performance enhancement drug is going to make you, it's going to make you taller. Yeah. It's going to make your arms longer.
Right.
That's why he's so unique and he doesn't have the hesitation. Mentally, he doesn't think that this move's not going to work. He don't think it's, hey, this is MMA, maybe I shouldn't try to do this back-to-back throw or this inside trip. I'm like, damn, I would have never done a single leg in a fight or jump guard. His ability to just go out there without hesitation, without any filter, to just try stuff and believe that it's going to work is why he's so great. Can performance enhancement drugs develop that? I don't think so. If he took something and it was something illegal, he's going to have to deal with the consequence. Yeah. He's going to have 4 years without making 7-figure paydays. That's going to be his consequence. I'm not going to give him an additional one.
Back to the daily grind. The channel's getting false flagged by triggered trolls, so make sure you subscribe to the new channel. Let's get to the MMA news. Tyron Woodley, you heard, reacted to Jon Jones failing his latest USADA drug test after the Daniel Cormier fight, UFC 214. And this is one of the things I was talking about whenever in the last Tyron Woodley video where he was talking about Colby Covington and Conor McGregor versus Mayweather, where I said, man, he kind of scared me with what he was saying. When Colby Covington said he had some dirt on Tyron Woodley and he had more skeletons in his closet than War Machine, and you had some people saying, oh, he's talking about steroids, and the way Tyron Woodley was approaching the Jon Jones on steroid subject right there, I was like, oh, Tyron, what are you saying? I understand when he was saying you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was fine with that, but whenever everyone was like, does this change things as far as him being the GOAT? And he was like, oh, no, it doesn't change anything. I was like, ooh, what are you saying? It does. To me, it changes everything. I mean, he got caught twice. You can't tell me if he was clean, he would have won all of those fights. You cannot tell me that. Or he wouldn't be cheating. If that was the case, he would not be taking steroids. You can't, just because he's got that body type, he might have been he wouldn't have been as strong. He wouldn't have been as strong as some of these guys he's fighting with that body type. So he would have probably just got taken down and grinded out or something if he was just a taller, lankier guy and he didn't have the muscle to go with the frame or whatever performance enhancing the steroids are doing. If he didn't have the reaction or whatever the hell, you can't tell me it doesn't change everything. So if he's been juicing his entire career, that dude's not the GOAT anymore. Hell, as far as I'm concerned, he wasn't even he was the champion before USADA came into play. He was the greatest. He's, like I said, he's the G-DOTE, the greatest dirty fighter of all time. But, as far as does it not change anything? I don't agree with that. Tyron Woodley saying, it's still the same to him. He said he said Jon Jones is probably the only fighter that can come back after a 4-year suspension and still be on top. I disagree. Only if USADA's gone in 4 years, Jon Jones can come back and be successful. But I haven't seen the only clean John Jones that I think we've saw is versus OSP. And that was his worst performance we've seen of John Jones in a while. And I personally thought that he was saving, just trying to not get injured that fight for the UFC 200, which he didn't even get to fight at UFC 200 because he was juicing. So maybe he was just clean that fight and was like, yeah, I can't go into the biggest fight of my life, feeling this weak. So he was like, man, I gotta juice. So then he juiced, fought, got pulled from UFC 200, came back at UFC 214, and juiced again. I mean, the guy, to me, that denigrates everything. If the B sample comes back and it's clean somehow, which I don't think it's gonna be at all. That's not very likely. If it does, then okay. But that's not gonna happen. And until that happens, you can't tell me that doesn't change everything. I mean, you can, but I just disagree. So it kind of was like walking on eggshells when Tyron Woodley he almost went into defending Steroid like John Jones. Like, it doesn't change the fact. But then Ariel Helwani kind of swerved it. Like, you get what I'm saying? So maybe he didn't understand the question. But at the same time, with Colby Covington coming out and saying Tyron Woodley's hiding some shit we don't know, that's just one of the possibilities. So this is really on Colby Covington, Tyron Woodley's teammate, like I said. And he might be earning a title fight soon anyways. He's fighting Damian Maia, and Tyron Woodley needs a #1 contender. These guys got beef now, so it is what it is. Let the hitters know what the fuck you tapping at in the comments, dude. How do you start a parade in the ghetto? Roll a 40 down the street.